Hello and welcome to the fourth and final presidential debate. I'm your host, evil mainstream media puppet. Now please welcome to the stage Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. Before we go on, I'd like
Listen, people, the weather is bad. The weather's very bad. President Obama and Hillary Clinton founded the weather, okay? Along with Rosie O'Donnell and China, okay? Hillary Clinton's even afraid to call it what it even is. Radical meteorological precipitation, okay? We're gonna change the weather, we're gonna fix it, we're gonna do it bigly.
What Donald is proposing is an all-out ban on the weather. When I become president, I will make a 200% increase in the weather and blame it all on man-made climate change.
Very clever, Secretary Clinton, and we'll be right back with more of the debate. Welcome back to the presidential debate. Before we go on, I'd like to take a moment to thank our gracious host here at the University of Aleppo. We have invited Gary Johnson, but I have no idea where he is. Now, my next question is for Secretary Clinton. You disagree with many critics that say that you'll be bringing more of the same. How will you be changing elections?
I have many plans to bring positive changes to the world of elections. But first, I would like to say something to the world of voters ages 18 to 35. I'm a hip, cool lady.
Wrong.
I have a Twitter account.
You go to bed at a reasonable time.
I'm a relatable human female.
WikiLeaks.
Donald, please let her finish.
You're a loser.
Thank you, Donald. Secretary Clinton, continue.
Elections ought to be whatever the millennials want. Whatever they want.
Okay, well, Secretary Clinton is being replaced by her body double. We'll be taking a short break. The AV League presents Special Election Coverage 2016. Part 3, The Bester of Two Peoples.
Hello and welcome back to AV's special election coverage. I'm Walker.
And I'm Parker. In our final and third episode, we're going to introduce the two major party nominees for president, Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton.
As a Hillary supporter, I'll be representing her and her major accomplishments and core values.
And as a Trump supporter, I'll be representing him and his major accomplishments and core values.
Up first, Hillary Rodham Clinton. As a child, Hillary wanted to be an astronaut, but was told that women can't be astronauts. Instead, she majored in political science at Wellesley College and graduated from Yale Law in 1973, where she met Bill. Hillary and Bill then moved to Arkansas, where Hillary worked as one of two female faculty members at University of Arkansas Fayetteville School of Law and directed the school's legal aid clinic. In 1979, Hillary became the first female partner at the prestigious Rose Law Firm, working pro bono and child advocacy. Hillary became the First Lady of Arkansas in 1979. In this role, she introduced Arkansas's home instruction program for preschool youth, which helps parents work with their children in preschool preparedness and literacy. While First Lady of Arkansas, Hillary served on the board of Arkansas Children's Hospital and was chair of the Children's Defense Fund. In 1992, Hillary became First Lady of the United States. As First Lady, Hillary spoke at the Fourth World Conference on Women, where she declared that human rights are women's rights and women's rights are human rights. In 1997, First Lady Clinton successfully fought to pass the state children's health insurance program, which provides health care to millions of low-income children. In addition, she worked with the Attorney General to create the Office of Violence Against Women at the Department of Justice. Hilary initiated the Adoption and Safe Families Act in 1997, and in 1999 successfully fought for the passage of the Foster Care Independence Act, which doubled resources for teens aging out of foster care. In 2001, Hilary became the first female senator from New York. After 9/11, she successfully fought for $21 billion to rebuild her state. Senator Clinton twice voted against the federal marriage amendment, which sought to prohibit same-sex marriage. In 2009, Hilary became Secretary of State. As Secretary, Hilary famously presented the Russian foreign minister with a literal reset button to rebuild relations. She also intervened to save the passage of the Turkish-Armenian Accord in 2009 and imposed sanctions on Iran to slow their nuclear program, leading to the Iran nuclear deal of 2015. In 2011, Secretary Clinton advised President Obama on taking out bin Laden. And that same year, she gave a speech to the UN Human Rights Council where she declared that gay rights are human rights and human rights are gay rights. In total, Secretary Clinton visited 112 countries, making her the most traveled Secretary of State in history. Hilary announced her presidential campaign in 2015, and in 2016, she became the first female major party nominee in history. Hilary has dedicated her life to empowering women, children, and families, and shattered countless glass ceilings. At every point in her career, she has fought for equality and justice for all, and now she hopes to do so as president. Up next, Donald J. Trump.
Trump has run a successful business. Trump, unlike most other politicians, has worked in the real world of consequences and has been a job creator, not a job destroyer. His pursuits in the working world have shown that he is not a man who gives up when the going gets tough. The New York Times even recognized this and labeled him the comeback king. Throughout his multiple companies, he has employed tens of thousands of people. One example of his ability is the Woolman Rink in the city of New York. The city of New York closed the rink for 2 years in order to renovate it for $9.1 million. 6 years later and $13 million later, the rink was still not completed. Trump, embarrassed by this poor display of planning, offered to complete the project in 4 months and $2.5 million. The city was only convinced after the $2.5 million was offered to the city by Trump himself. He completed the project under budget and ahead of schedule. Trump's not a politician. This is one of Trump's main strengths. The political process in the United States is full of corruption, with even the best and brightest falling to the wayside. Trump is going to take money and political families out of politics. In his Gettysburg Address, Trump pledged to drain the swamp in Washington, D.C. Trump will impose term limits for all members of Congress. These term limits will eliminate the old blood in Washington, D.C. and bring new people, new thoughts, new ideas into a system that is struggling. Trump will eliminate all of the lobbyists in Washington, D.C. with his anti-corruption pledges that foreign governments will not be able to hire somebody who's worked in the United States government to lobby for their cause, making the United States government a government for the people and not one for the corporations in foreign countries.
Now that you've gotten to know both the candidates, you can make an informed decision at the ballot box tomorrow.
If you're voting tomorrow, be sure to go to your assigned precinct and don't forget your voter information card and a photo ID.
This concludes AV's Special Election Coverage 2016. Thanks for watching.
Welcome back, everyone. It's now time for a question from our audience of undecided voters.
Hi, my name is Ken Bone, and I have a question for the both of you. What is your favorite word in the English language?
Pantsuits.
Huge.
Thanks, undecided voter. What a great use of our time. In this election, there are many voters who can't decide between the two candidates, stating, I quote, "They're the worstest," and there are a bunch of meanings. We now have a short video of more questions from undecided voters.
Alright guys, what's up?
Good.
Nice. Who are you gonna vote for?
Trump.
Why Trump? Why do you want to vote for Trump?
Because he has a lot of good ideas. Hillary. No, I was serious. Trump. Did you get it? Hillary.
Hillary? Why Hillary?
Because I don't want Donald Trump.
What are your thoughts on Trump's hair?
Wicked.
Alright, so what are your thoughts on the wall that Trump will build?
we have a fence instead of a wall. What does that mean?
Like the wall that Trump's gonna, Trump?
Donald Trump?
Yeah.
Should we build a wall?
Yes.
Yes?
No.
No.
Probably.
We should build a wall. Where do you want to build a wall?
Where Trump wants to put the wall in the first place.
So you just want to put it wherever Trump wants it?
Yes.
So, what do you think about feminism?
What's feminism?
What's feminism? It's lovely. Why do you think Hillary deleted her emails?
Because she doesn't like Trump's tweets.
What would be on her email?
She robbed someone?
Yeah, she probably did rob the American people. Their liberty.
What are your thoughts on women's rights?
Jewelry?
Jewelry?
They should make all the women
All the women should do housekeeping.
Jack. That's a lot to talk about.
What are your opinions on Trump? Like, you give me some words to describe Trump.
Why would you vote for Trump? Trump is awesome.
Trump tells jokes.
He tells jokes. Yeah, he tells good jokes. What do you think about Hillary? Give me like some thoughts on Hillary. She got a nice face, I guess.
No, it's
No, not her face. You don't like her face. But you don't have. Okay, that's fine. Who do you think that is the most qualified person to run this country from a socio-economic standpoint?
Bernie Sanders.
Yes, Bernie is. He is probably the most qualified candidate out of them all.
Do you maybe want to run Ammar, race Ammar?
I want to race him. I want to race him.
2, 1, go!
We're in middle school.
Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, you guys have.
Okay, it is now time for closing statements. Secretary Clinton?
America is great because America is great. America's greatness is great, is great, is good.
Very good. Donald?
Listen, people. Emails, Benghazi, Watergate, okay? Listen. Together, we're gonna make America great again. Hashtag Trump fan.
Okay then. This has been the fourth and final presidential debate. Thank you, and I'm so sorry, America.